Life in Cyprus, climate. Cyprus, with its warm and stable climate and convenient geographical position, is considered an attractive place for both business and residence. The investment landscape in Cyprus is beneficial due to the island's well-qualified labor force, attractive taxation and a reliable transport and telecommunications system. Cyprus has a modern, free market, service-based economy, where in conjunction with its effective and transparent regulatory and legal framework, it offers international investors and businesses confidence to invest, grow and prosper. Cyprus was ranked number 58 out of 144 countries by the World Economic Forum Global Competitiveness Report 2012 to 2013. A number of new measures have been put into place designed to reboot the economy in the wake of the massive and difficult restructuring of the country's banking sector, which aim, among other things, at helping stimulate economic growth. Climate. Before giving a detailed account of climate in Cyprus, it would be desirable to mention two features that distinguish Cyprus to the advantage against other countries. There are on average 320 sunny days a year on the island. Cyprus is the only European country where the sea in November is warm and pleasant for swimming. The climate on the island is subtropical Mediterranean with hot summer and mild relatively rainy winter. In Cyprus there are from 300 to 340 sunny days a year. In winter average temperature is 13 to 15 degrees Celsius, and in summer it is 30 to 33 degrees Celsius. Cyprus climate is considered to be one of the healthiest in the world. Average rainfall per year is 375 mm, 300, 500 mm in plains, 500, 750 mm in western mountainous regions and up to 1000 mm on mountain tops. It normally rains from the end of October to April. In Cyprus it snows only in Troodos Mountains. Out of cities the least rainfall is in Nicosia and the most in Kyrenia. Air humidity is on average 60 to 80% in winter and 40 to 60% in summer. Wind is usually gentle, but it is strengthened in winter period. This kind of climate is quite favorable for growing lots of crops, all the more so that the soil in Cyprus is fertile. Autumn. Autumn in Cyprus represents the velvet season. Days are filled with sunlight and warmth and the seawater is warm for bathing. Average daily temperature in September in coastal areas is 30 degrees Celsius. In November it drops to 23 degrees Celsius. In Cyprus even in mid-November one feels in summer. In case autumn happens to be warm one can bathe in the sea till late November. In the event that November is cool, by Cyprus standards, then the swimming season is over in mid-November. In Troodos mountain slopes change their color and vineyards acquire purple and golden hues against crystal clear blue sky in October and November. Tours to villages and wine sampling at wineries become still more attractive. Winter. Cold season in Cyprus normally begins in the second half of December and lasts till mid-March. At that period daily temperature in coastal areas is about 17 degrees Celsius while night temperature is about 9 degrees Celsius. It means that dwellings should be heated. The nature of Cyprus winter is changeable, sunny days are interrupted by long-awaited rains. The most part of the annual rainfall occurs in winter in Cyprus. During this season other Mediterranean resorts are usually closed, but not Cyprus. The island is an international business center. Besides it offers its guests a great number of historical monuments and museums to visit. Already in January the first outbreaks of spring start to appear, the first orchids break into bloom. Fresh vegetation carpet starts blooming with rich green on hills and plains of Cyprus. Snow cover in Troodos Mountains stays in January to March. It is quite enough for skiing. Winter holiday sites operate in the outskirts of Olympus Mountain. Spring. In spring the island becomes covered with flowers. By mid-February mountain slopes are covered with rich green mat, while blooming almond trees announce the arrival of spring. It is still rather cool in the first half of March. From the second half of March till mid-May spring fully comes into its own, striking with riot of color. Average daily temperature in April to May is 25 degrees Celsius. It is an ideal period for strolls and hiking along hills and mountains of the island. It is not hot yet, ruins of ancient towns are dotted with red poppies and anemones. In April the weather is still unstable and the water in the sea is cool. But in May one can already bathe. Summer. Summer on the island begins in mid-May bringing along heat, cloudless sky and fresh breeze from the sea. This is the time of high temperature and almost cloudless sky. In summer in coastal areas average temperature reaches 32 degrees and 36 degrees in the central part of the island. But on some days it may exceed even 40 degrees. It is especially hot in Cyprus, in July and August. The coolest place in Cyprus in summer is the western coast in Paphos area. The temperature there is 2 to 3 degrees lower than in Larnaca and Limassol. It is time to swim, sunbathe and go in for various aquatic sports, from cruising and sailing yachts to diving into crystal clear water of the Mediterranean.